Good morning and welcome to Broward Teen News.
We're here at Cooper City High School to take a look into our community.
Stay tuned to see how multiple clubs came together for a school-wide event.
A local business that's bringing music to our ears.
And a silent short film.
Broward Teen News starts now.
A new bill has been proposed by the Florida Senate that could affect our school.
Becca was able to look a little further into this bill and see multiple perspectives.
Florida legislators have directed their focus on passing major bills regarding a new state budget. Bill 7055 includes multiple revisions relating to standardized assessments, dual enrollment, and many more pieces within the education system across the state. A key component of the bill is a HOPE scholarship, which would offer private school vouchers to student victims of bullying. As much as this appears to give to the greater good, some cons have also become clear.
The negative aspect is that schools would lose money. Schools would lose the opportunity to purchase resources to run their schools properly and provide the highest level of education that they can possibly provide. And that is absolutely negative, and that's absolutely a concern that the legislature should consider.
Although this perspective is valid, this new policy could benefit the life of a victimized student. I got to hear the opinion of the president of the Hope Sunshine Club, an organization that ensures inclusion and voices anti-bullying at CCHS.
If we just look at it as an individual point of view, it's giving these few students an opportunity to go out in the world and do something that they may not have been able to do given their personal circumstance. It gives students and kids our age that sense of hopefulness and that safety net that we can fall back on. A situation like this where you're being paid for what you've been through, it's important to feel that sense of safety where you can talk to somebody about the way you're feeling.
Regardless of the opinion stated, this bill is on a path to be in effect as of July 1st, 2018. Becca Smitherman, CTV News.
Wow, the opposing perspectives on this bill really make it a difficult thing to analyze.
That's true, but people within our school are also able to come together. Ashton got a look into a recent event that united many different clubs in our school.
Every year, we see the fashion show and the Black History Month Gala. But this year, fashion and NHS, along with many other clubs, decided to mix it up a bit to create an event like no other.
The Met Gala is a new event this year. In the past, the Fashion Academy has done the fashion show, mainly just the clothing aspect. And this year we wanted to come together with all of our creative departments and create an event that not only is for our students, but also for our community to come to.
By combining fashion, multicultural club, band, and many more organizations, everyone worked together to give the community a taste of art in every way.
Originally, the Fashion Academy and the Fashion Club were going to host their own show, and the other organizations were going to do their own events. But then we came to the realization that if we do it individually, it's not going to have the same effect and goal as if we worked all together to create a kind of event where everybody can come and see many different things that are cohesive. So that was one of the goals and motivations to create everything all together, working with the other organizations.
The Met Gala premieres Friday, February 23rd. Hope to see you all there. For CTV News, I'm Ashton Bosse.
It's really heartwarming to see our community come together like that.
Yeah, our city is full of great people, and one local is no exception.
Bree got to take a look about how an individual is excelling through her love of music.
Well, music is how I express my emotions. Just like some people dance or some people paint, and I play the piano or the guitar or songwriting. I guess writing actually made me understand myself better, because when I'm writing lyrics, I don't just want to write any random words just to make up a song. I usually write about my feelings, and it's based on me. Every single line is based on how I feel and how I am. So I started to play music in middle school, and I guess I've always loved it, but I've always been pushing away the idea of doing music in the future, because traditionally in a Chinese household, music isn't a real career, I guess. But I've been thinking about it, and music, it's who I am, and I never want to give it up because it's so important. whenever I'm playing on the piano or just freestyling like a piece or whatever, like just I feel like my soul is dancing, like as dramatic as that sounds, but that's how I feel every time I play.
The great thing about our community is the diversity in our people, including a local family business.
And one local spot is serving up breakfast in a new family-styled fashion.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but sometimes life can get in the way of slowing down to enjoy this meal. That's when Max and Mo's comes in with a fresh new take on how to fully appreciate this morning meal.
So Max and Mo's is obviously famous for their bagels. We bring the dough in fresh from New York City. We boil it here in the facility, and we bake it here and seed it here in the facility right in front of the customers. So bagels would be the #1 thing. We also cook our corned beef in-house, pastrami, a couple items that we're famous for.
Tying together community and good food, Max and Mo's does exactly that.
The feedback from the community has been unbelievable. During the week, we are to capacity during lunchtime. On the weekends, you can't get a table. We want to create more than one Max and Mo's. So this is, our area, this is where we live. So this is our test location, and we'll hope to go to many more locations.
Both of them, they just want plain bagels.
So Maxie and Milo are my twin boys. They're 6 years old. It's a family-oriented business, it's a family-oriented place, we just want to make sure everybody's happy and leaves with a good taste in their mouth.
And with the taste just like home, Max and Mo's is really hitting the spot. For CTV News, this has been Matthew Schwam.
Wow, I can't believe we have such talent right here.
I know. It's crazy to think that you'd never truly know anyone's story.
Speaking of, I got to see how one of our students has overcome some recent struggles to become stronger. High school is an obstacle that many students struggle to climb over. But for senior Joania Hernandez, the difficulties are more than just busy schedules and homework assignments.
When I was born, my mouth and my entire face had not really closed up. So I had a gap from my upper lip to my nose and from the side to my lower right eye and all the way up to my lower left eye. And I got really lucky that I got to keep my eye, actually, because most people lose theirs.
Joania expressed that she seemed to become more confident in her skin as she grew older.
To a lot of people, JoJo is her appearance. To me, she's more than that. She is a really good person, and she's caring towards everyone.
But she finds herself still facing hardships in life beyond what she's already had to overcome.
One day, I came home after a sleepover, and all my stuff was packed up. It was 2 weeks before I turned 18. And my mom basically told me to have a great life and shut the door behind me. Now that I'm kind of alone, as far as when I leave campus, I've tried to make campus my home because I don't really have one. I have a bed, but a bed doesn't make a home. The people you care about do, and they're all here.
Through the support of the community she's found within the campus, Joania is proving that she can overcome any hardship with her peers by her side. For CTV News, I'm Reese Abrahamoff.
There's nothing better than a mom and pop shop, and we've been getting a lot of those lately.
In fact, a new coffee shop that just opened is showing us how straying from the more common chains can actually be a good thing.
Coffee.
A go-to wake-up beverage revolving around the idea of a morning rush. But one coffee shop is here to change that perspective.
With calming music and an aesthetically pleasing atmosphere, Ella Cafe can become anyone's cup of tea, or in this case, coffee.
So our owner, he started the very first Ella Cafe almost as like a side project. He travels a lot, he's been able to taste like a lot of different coffee, and he wanted his very own coffee shop down here that would serve quality espresso the way that he would drink it. I always tell them that the most important reason to even just to try us out is because we taste better. So our coffee, if you taste it for the first time, you'll be like, wow, and that's very different.
Not only does the rich taste of Ella's brewed coffee keep people coming, but the welcoming environment gives people a reason to stay.
We're always really careful on how we interact with the guests. We always like to make sure that it has almost like a homey feel. You don't really have any other coffee shops in the area that kind of have the same ambiance almost, and I think that's really important when you're here.
Normally coffee for me is something that I just grab really quick in the morning or that I just get like on the go, but here it makes you want to sit down, it makes you want to talk to your friends. I think it's a great atmosphere for students. I come here to get work done all the time, like when you just need to get out of the house, you can't be at home doing work. I think it's great to come somewhere like this and get it done.
Although a quick morning coffee is a good pick-me-up, sometimes it's better to just sit, relax, and enjoy. For CTV News, this has been Jenna Knight.
Coming up, we'll take a look at an event that our best buddies attended and a recipe that will satisfy your sweet tooth.
But we'll be right back after these short announcements.
Hey, Gab. Thanks. No problem.
Hey, wait up. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Dude, I'm starving. Forgot to bring money for lunch.
Oh, hey, I have some extra cash. Do you need it?
Really?
Yeah, it's no problem. Trust me.
Thank you. I'll pay you back.
No, don't worry about it. Source one. Source two.
High school. 4 years that may be the best of your life. 60 months of friends from fights to laughter. 720 days to get involved and discover your legacy. 17,280 hours learning and finding a mentor. 1,036,800 minutes to enjoy the moments before they become memories. 62,208,000 seconds. Make it count.
One thing that really fuels productivity, even in the smallest of ways, is actually music.
We were able to see how our athletes here at Cooper benefit from music in their everyday lives.
You know, what really helps us out this season was, we were all in our zone before the game. We'll plug in our headphones and just sit there, bob our heads, me dancing. It really gets us in the zone for what we're about to face in the next couple hours, especially during school and before a game. It's just getting our mentality right. All day during school, we're getting ready for who we're going to play, how we're going to play. Our mind is stuck on that because winning districts and winning these championships are huge for us to see.
Different with me. God's plan. God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah.
It's safe to say that sports have become a really healthy hobby for high school students.
And our best buddies are exhibiting this through a recent event that gave them the ability to bond outside of the classroom.
Get your partner, Antonio, right? Let's go!
Last week, the CCHS Best Buddies Club partnered with Davies CrossFit Showdown to put on an exercise event for special needs students.
So you ready? Try to jump nice.
It gave the buddies an opportunity to learn new exercises while having fun with their peer buddies.
Well, I think it makes them feel really good because they get to socialize with all their friends and then they get a little exercise. So it's combining those two aspects of civil life, and it's making them feel much better about themselves.
Peer buddies worked out one-on-one with their buddies, performing exercises like squats and leg raises.
My favorite part of the CrossFit event was working with my buddy, working out, helping him work out, and then racing after each workout we did.
With a little bit of sweat and a lot of smiles, it was clear that the event was a success.
It makes me feel really good because I know it's for a special cause because, they have a mental disability, but they can act like normal people and even though they have a disability, they're just normal people in real life.
For CTV News, I'm Jacob Wolk reporting.
Best Buddies isn't the only club that's been active lately.
Our thespians have also been preparing for their latest show. Chad got the story.
Don't lose your attention now. Pay attention to me. We're almost done. We can get through this. Awesome. Okay, so...
After playing the game of TRs, the Cooper City Thespians are embarking on a magical journey through the exhilarating path of musical theater.
Right now, the drama club is working on our production of Into the Woods, which is a musical written by Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine. And it is a challenging score. The music can be challenging at times, but the music is wonderful, it's beautiful, and I really think that our actors are going to rise to the occasion, and it's going to be amazing.
Any questions?
You know, Into the Woods is a story of fairy tales, and the music reflects that, and it really brings you into the world, and it is really applicable to Into the Woods and to everyday life as well.
Come see Cooper City High School's Drama Club light up the stage with a tale of fanciful adventure on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. For CTV Entertainment, this has been Chad Allen.
The school musical is centered around music and melodies, but they're not the only ones using music for an important purpose.
A local business has been giving kids the opportunity to become performers on their own.
Music gives us the ability to express ourselves through the use of instruments and vocals. One location is giving students the opportunity to create this art form from the ground up.
Humans in general can just relate to music. We hear music, and even, you hear stories of deaf people who love expressing themselves by singing. It's important that these kids learn how to play. They learn how to read the music. They learn how to apply the concepts.
Oi! Everybody has to say oi. You get what I'm saying?
Students take what they learn from their lessons and are able to implement it into their everyday lives.
Music is a language, right? And just the way that, people, because a lot of children learn music from an early age, and it does mold your brain into a certain, organizational thing.
Okay. So a double chorus.
I started out, and now I've learned that through persistence, being dedicated to something, I can progress and become better. That's something that's applied everywhere.
Math and English aren't the only subjects taught in school. At the School of Rock, they take things to a higher note. For CTV News, I'm Alexa Pichardo.
Sometimes I get home from school and I really need a snack, but I never know what to make.
Well, this recipe will satisfy your cravings for something sweet and savory.
It's really great for students to be able to explore their creative sides in production.
You're right, and this week I was able to experience it myself when a few of our staff members created a short film.
Without further ado, here is In Your Eyes. Thank you for tuning in to this Cooper City edition of Broward Teen News.
Be sure to visit the Beacon website for more episodes. Have a great day.